counter the new meta with this team. I went with 5-0, an easy 5-0. There was only one match that I think I might have messed up a little bit in, but I get an easy 5-0 with this team. And also, thank you guys. We have officially reached 9K subscribers on the channel. And to celebrate, for all the Pokemon players out there, Pokemon Go players, I'm giving away two Global Go Fest tickets. All you have to do is on the comment section below, comment what your favorite shiny Pokemon is, and that's it. Now, very important to the two trainers that win, please, I'm gonna make an announcement on the video and then also on my on the community post. Please provide me your friend code so I can add you and then give you the Go Fest ticket. And yup. So anyway, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Really good morning. Okay, going on to the matches. So I think in the first lead, I don't really remember what the first lead was, but oh yeah. It was a Trevenant lead. We countered it, and then they brought in, I believe it was a Walrein, and we countered it with Obstagoon. And then we brought in and now I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Articuno and I'm gonna shield this first one because they might have gone to a Stone Edge. So I wanted to shield this one. I'm like, okay, next one I'm not gonna shield. I'm like, nah, they wasted a lot of their energy. There's no way this is gonna be like a Stone Edge or anything like that. So take the Poison Fang like a champ, farm it down, and now they bring in their Trevenant. And dude, I'm like, I'm gonna completely wreck this man's team. I'm gonna bring in the Obstagoon, and it's debuffed. There's to that insult to injury, and he's just like, I'm out, man. I'm not dealing with this anymore. This team gave me, it was like all good leads with this team except for one match. So they had the Haxorus. I've been seeing him a lot. Ever since he has Breaking Swipe, it's like I see him everywhere. I'm gonna bring in the Opsy. Look, they're gonna bring the Walrein, and maybe I messed up. I thought it was a Walrein. I need another one, but I got so distracted with what the Go Fest announcing. But anyway, they're bringing the Walrein. Gonna do I don't really want to have a bunch of Actually, no, it's not bad. If they bring the Haxorus back, I'm okay. But I'm gonna take this first one. I knew it was gonna be Nerfquake. And I don't know if they experienced a little bit lag, but I saw them stop for a minute. I'm like, maybe they stopped playing. But it seems like there was lag, so unfortunate on their end. And I'm not gonna shield here. I'm fine. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep going. And at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and do a Night Slash. And maybe I can get a boost. But I'm really low in health, so it really doesn't really matter. So gonna take out the Walrein. And now they're gonna bring the Haxorus. Gonna bring the Articuno. And they're not switching. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shield this. Breaking Swipe actually does a lot. Haxorus has a really high attack stat. Okay, I thought I shielded. Never mind. So they're gonna bring in a Cresselia. And I'm like, man, I brought in my shiny Virizion, and I'm thinking, there's no way this is a Moonblast. So I let this go, and it's just a Grass Knot. We take it like a champ. Cresselia isn't the strongest attacker, so, and also a Psycho Cut, I believe that's the fast move. It's also not very strong either. So we're looking good. We're looking solid. I do Leaf Blade, and it does a decent amount of damage. And I'm just, easily just farming. Gonna go ahead and just throw Leaf Blades as much as I can. Boom, another one. Now it's at half health. So I'm like, dude, I'm thinking, and we went CMP. I'm thinking Virizion is an official counter to Cresselia, but of course you do have to play it smart. You have to make sure you're counting. Otherwise, it could be a Moonblast right here. I'm not even gonna shield this either. I'm like, I think at that point my opponent was so frustrated. They brought back the Haxorus. I'm gonna go ahead and use them. This is definitely gonna grab a shield. They have both shields at this point. We both do. Oh, actually, no, I have now it's one. Actually, okay. So I guess I didn't use the shield. That's right. That first Breaking Swipe, I took it like a champ. Right here, I need to preserve this Articuno. I will have to shield at this point. They're gonna do a Breaking Swipe, and I'm gonna do an Icy Wind. And my opponent's gonna have to make a decision right here. Are they gonna choose to let this Haxorus go, or will they shield? They let it go. So right here, we're in a great position. We're in a really good position, and I'm thinking it might have been able to reach Moonblast by now. So, but I'm like, I'm sure they're gonna bait. And so I just let it go. I'm letting go. It's just Grass Knots back to back. I'm gonna go ahead and now debuff it. Its attack's gonna be lowered now, and I think they have one final shield. Yep, they're gonna use their final shield. I'm not gonna bring in the Virizion, and I don't really have the shield. I'm like, there's no way this is a Moonblast. So it's just another Grass Knot. So I'm just gonna flex that one last shield that we got left. They have a 0. I could have used that one to be safe, honestly. That would have been the smarter play. But I was feeling good. And boom, we take it out. Leaf Blade, boom, get out of here, Cresselia. So this team has done really good for me this morning. I honestly probably, if I wanted to, I could have kept this team, kept on going, honestly. But this channel is really based to help anyone else that's playing the Go Battle League. I want to help and give teams that work. So that's really what this channel is about. So if you guys want to join the journey, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe if you haven't already. So right here, this is a really awkward matchup. This is the one team that I did lose the lead to. So I'm thinking, okay, I can get it to a point where I can farm like crazy with either Pokemon. Now with the Virizion in my head, I was thinking double kick. That's not really gonna do that much damage. I think counter might do a little bit more. I'm really thinking, honestly, I don't know which one would do more damage, but I was thinking counter was faster. Double kick is a little bit slower. At least it seems that way. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna reach another move. They're gonna farm me down. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to bring Virizion in. I just think, I don't know. I in my gut, I wasn't feeling it, and look at this. I was so right, because now they bring in a Drapion. Had I brought on the Virizion, those poison stings were gonna add up and really hurt. So brought in the Obstagoon. We're 2 shield here at this point. It has farmed a lot, and I'm thinking this is probably going to be a Sludge Bomb. But I chose to let it go, even knowing it was going to be a Sludge Bomb. I chose to let it go. That did do a lot of damage. Right here, I know this is just going to be a Crunch or Aqua Jet, something like that. And it was the Crunch. I did let it go. That it is getting a little bit risky. I do get up to the back-to-back cross chop. So had I decided to use a shield, I would have just done the back-to-back cross chop. They actually let it go, and because I let it go, I want to preserve that Night Slash on my Obstagoon, or that cross chop, either one. So I want to preserve that. I want to bank that. I'm now bringing in the Virizion, and it's a Scrafty in the back, and I'm like, let's freaking go. Before it swaps out, I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if the switch clock timer was out, to be honest. Maybe it hadn't, but I took advantage of that. Did Sacred Sword. Gonna let this first power up punch go. I know that's what it's gonna be doing. Foul play, I'm gonna resist it, so it's gonna be a power punch for this first one. And I'm thinking, okay, dude, we gotta, dang it. And I was like, I don't want to get my move caught, but I know eventually it might end up happening. So I'm gonna shield this other power punch because this is gonna do a lot more damage. And I'm able to get to the back-to-back Sacred Sword. Gonna go ahead and do it. I think my opponent was counting because I do the Sacred Sword and boom. I think, yep. So very good on my opponent's side. I'm gonna charge it to nice. I'm like, no, I don't want to super undercharge it. But I did undercharge it to a point where like I'm able to just go ahead and get a lot of farm. I will have to shield this move. It's going to be a Surf, but once they get the Surf out, I'm going to be able to comfortably be able to just farm them all the way down and get 2 back-to-back Sacred Swords. And I think once they realize I had the 2 back-to-back, they're like, I'm out, dipping, deuces. So really good. As you can see, this team is freaking OP. Really good right now. Look, we got a great lead right here. We got the Giratina. And the reason why I have Virizion also is because a lot of the times when I run Articuno in the lead, they swap out to like a Swampert or something like that. And that's why I got Virizion to catch those Swamperts hiding. So in this case, they swap out to a Talonflame because they allowed me to get a little bit of farm, or a little bit of energy, should I say. I was able to get to a move before this Talonflame, and I'm able to get so much farm here. Now, this is going to be, this was honestly a risky play. I could have farmed down. Maybe the safer bet was to farm down the Talonflame with the, I can't even talk. Farm down the Talonflame with the Articuno, and I would have had a lot of energy. And then they would have brought out that Clefable. I don't think they would have brought in the Giratina. So I wasted the Obstagoon on the Clefable, and I thought this was going to cost me the match. I'm like, dang it. And now I can't bring in my Articuno because I can't afford it to get so lowered. I can't pair Virizion with Giratina. So I'm gonna bring in Virizion. Virizion is taking damage like a champ. I was actually a little scared that I was gonna be taking too much energy off, but look at that. Look how much it did. I think the trainer was surprised how much damage it did, so they got scared and brought in the Giratina. And one mistake that they made, I think they were already at a move, and they allowed me to get to Icy Wind first. Boom. And they let that go, so I don't know when they're going to use their shields, but They let that go. And because they let that go, I think I shield this first one because I'm scared of the Ancient Power. And then it was a Dragon Claw. And they didn't move right away after that. So I'm like, I'm thinking it's just going to be another Dragon Claw. And it was another Dragon Claw, but it's now it's a weak. And at this point, my game plan is I need a shield here. I'm scared that Clefable's already moved, but I need a shield here, and I need to at least be able to get an Icy Wind off here. So I'm just going to throw it right away. I'm going to throw it right away, and they do a charm. Because they did a charm, I'm now comfortably able to switch out. I debuffed it, and now I can switch out to to Virizion, and they get to move, and I'm thinking, oh, come on, take it, come on. With that debuff, though, it does manage to take it. Check it out. They do a Psychic. We're able to take it. I think that next charm is going to take us out, but I'm able to Leaf Blade right there and forces us their last shield. They take me out now with the next charm, and now I can comfortably reach this Icy Wind and take the match. So it was looking really scary, especially after my Obstagoon lined up with their Clefable. But we managed to pull the win. Let's freaking go. On to the last and final match. We got Articuno against Trevenant. Another lead. I'm telling you, I won all leads except for that last match. So right here, so I want to count real quick. 3, 4, 5, 6. I only counted 6, so maybe I messed up at one. Maybe I lost 1, but I also counted 6 when I was playing. I could have sworn it was 7 to get to the Shadow Ball, so I must have missed 1. Even while I'm commenting, I'm missing it. But I let that Shadow Ball go, thinking it was a Seed Bomb. And now the Trevenant goes down. They bring in a Covalion. And this is actually pretty good for me. I'm in a good position. Not only did I win Switch, now I can line up my Virizion with the Cobalion. So this is going to look really good. I'm going to let them, they're going to get a ton of farm here, yes, but they're debuffed. So unless they switch, they won't be able to do as much damage. Excuse me. Now I'm doing so much, and it looks like I win CMP against at least it looked like that. Like I won CMP over the Cobalion. And no, I don't think that was the case. I don't think that was the case because I was able to sneak in a move there. So they're gonna Sacred Sword me, and as you can see, it does nothing. It does nothing. And because it does nothing, I'm gonna choose to let it go. I'm gonna let this go like Virizion takes it like a champ. And now I'm gonna get to the Sacred Sword, and I'm gonna just throw it right away. And they caught it with a Swampert. That's why they weren't switching. I'm like, why isn't my opponent switching? So I know I can reach a Leaf Blade. I'm pretty confident I can reach it before before they get to a move. So gonna do the Leaf Blade here, get the last shield, swap out to my Obstagoon, and I catch the Hydro Cannon on my Obstagoon. Now I don't need the Obstagoon at this point. I confirmed that Virizion can take on the Cobalion, so gonna go ahead and not shield any of these moves. Gonna go ahead and do Night Slash. Sorry guys, I still have a bit of a cough. So I'm gonna do a Night Slash, and they're not throwing anything, so I'm thinking they're gonna Earthquake me, but that's fine. I don't need Obstagoon anymore. I'm thankful for it, but sorry Obstagoon, you gotta go. But I was a little I was a bit proud because I was like, no Obstagoon, we can't let you go out like that. Take out the Swampert, let them take out the Swampert, and I do let them get a bit of energy there due to that. They're gonna throw right away, but I got 2 shields. Gonna use this first one. I had no idea how much energy it had. It ended up having a pretty good amount because it's gonna get to another one right here. And now this is CMP, so we actually lose CMP. I'm gonna need to shield this. They're gonna do the Sacred Sword, and I'm gonna do my Sacred Sword now. And that's all she wrote. Our shiny, boom, beats their shiny, and that's the end of the match. I really hope you guys enjoyed the match. And again, guys, if you want to go ahead and participate in the global Go Fest event, I'm picking 2 winners. So comment your shiny Pokemon below in the comments. And thanks again for watching, guys. If you guys use the team, really hope it works out for you guys.